2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler, man the post positions. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Keontae George. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, Flagg is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5, roaming the paint. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got 2 of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Mann. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Denver.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
And it's Flagg missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Pass to Kessler. Schroeder outside. Clock at 6. The 3. And Lauri Markkanen with the 3. Markkanen's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Jazz. About a minute played so far here in the first. Ball, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Kessler with the rebound. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And they double up Markkanen. George looking over the floor. Here's Hendricks. Outside, Markkanen. Stolen by Washington. For the finish. And then Washington with the dunk.
Amazing what happens when you sprint in transition. P.J. Washington, that's an easy bucket.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Kevin, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. So it's the Jazz now. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Hendricks. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And you look at this Mavs rotation now, Doris, a wide range of agents.
And that's important, Kevin, because typically when you start a rebuild or a build, it begins with young players. But inevitably, there comes a moment in time where you think, we need some maturity and we need some veterans in our locker room. So it's always better to have a blend.
Now, here's Ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver. Pass to Washington. Back to Ball. Over George. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Now just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
George passes to Hendricks. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Markkanen a screen on Ball. The 3 from George.
And they're 1 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Over in the corner, Washington. Outside, Ball. Back to Washington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Washington's got 5 points so far.
Well, P.J. Washington, so skilled at knowing when to rise and fire.
Mavericks leading by 4. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Man passes to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Softly drops in the floater.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
To check out some stats for Ball. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. First in steals, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Now, here is George. He had 15 points last outing. Looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Walker Kessler proved he was a rotation player. He gives you unbelievable defense, aggressive rebounding, and very good inside scoring.
That free throw, no good. A late first-round pick, Doris, back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards, but there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected.
And he's good on the second. And Doris, when you look around the league, there are still a handful of players coming along from off-season injury.
Yeah, and Kev, this is a very tough balance for coaches to have to navigate. You have to protect your guys that have a history of injury, but at the same time, it's eventually go time. We got to win games here.
Now George, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
We know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
Now, here's George. Hasn't made one yet. To the paint. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders. 2 fouls for him now in the first quarter, and now all of a sudden do you think about changing his rotation minutes for the rest of the half?
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
That's good from Schroeder.
Well, Dennis Schroeder is a player who has proven capable, whether you're starting him or whether you're bringing him off the bench. That shifty, clever guard has such an impressive skill set.
Rollins checked in for Trey Mann. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Dallas leading by 3. Now Flag turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Here's Ball. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball against George. Schroeder passes to Hendricks. Now Kessler. Takes it out to Schroeder. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The 3 from George.
Well, you love the 6'7" length that LaMelo Ball brings as a defender. Just gets a hand on that and sends it back.
And the shot goes down.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's George. The Jazz with another miss.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Pass to Hendricks. For the 3. Another miss by Utah. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Ball, the pass to Rollins. They set the pick to the middle. Stolen by Markkanen. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Jazz have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
One shot.
That free throw good from George.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. A.J. Green comes in for Flag. And it's Williams in for Ball. Now, here is George. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Drops in the tray.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
George against Rollins. On the wing, Green. Dallas moving it around. And Marshall kicks to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Over Collier. That one rolling around and rims out. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 1. Pass to Filipowski. Here's the screen. And Utah, another 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Mavericks #1.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
The Mavericks trailing. Outside Williams. Over in the corner, Green. To stop the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Green. And here's Utah. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Dallas again missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Down low. Here's Filipowski, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, fundamental basketball here. Passes on time and on target.
Mavericks trail by 4. Outside Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Here's Collier. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Williams comes with a double team. Corner shot. Rebound by Williams.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Pass to Marshall. Now Green. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Nurkic to the right side. Sensabaugh drains it from beyond the arc. Sensabaugh's got his second basket of the night.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Marshall. Williams for 3. They get it again.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Filipowski passes to Collier.
2 minutes remaining.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Jazz.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Rollins. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. They kick it out to Green. Here's Rollins. Defended by Filipowski. Rollins with the bucket.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Lepowski passes to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Jazz lead by 5.
There's just something special about a big that can deliver on time and on target passes. Mr. Nurkic, have at it.
Now here's Green. Pass to Rollins. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Washington's checked in for Dallas. He's off on the second.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Fires the 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Here's Rollins. He's got 5. Marshall deciding where to go with it. In transition, here come the Jazz. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Collier. He's got 5.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And so it's Utah, who headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. They've got Trey Mann. Antetokounmpo is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's flag. And it's ball in at the 1 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Markkanen kicks it over to Schroeder. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Mavericks shooting 41% for the game. Giannis passes to Washington. Well, what you get with P.J. Washington, we've seen it, Doris, an all-around game.
Kevin, he's cross-positional. He can make shots in big moments. He can absorb a huge defensive assignment, and the man loves to compete.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Good on the second free throw.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
Jazz leading by 6. And Ball comes to help. Schroeder passes to Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. Pass to Schroeder. Three-pointer. And it's Collier missing. And so here is Dallas. Tipped away. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Outside, Ball. Antetokounmpo. Strong finish.
LaMelo Ball has that basketball on an absolute string and always times his passes quite nicely.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. 6-point game. Collier off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Dallas. Last time they met was in Utah where they beat the Jazz.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
Good on the triple.
That's a tremendous pass from Schroeder. This guy's such a dependable offensive player.
Ball with it. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. And it's Washington missing. Utah leading by 7. Hendricks passes to Schroeder. Kessler, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you guys.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Ball. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got 6.
This is where the size of LaMelo pays off, folks. 6'7" and ready to finish.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Collier, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here now is the 2K leaderboard. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively. The Mavericks 4th.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
The first one falls. George is checked in for the Jazz. He's perfect from the line this time. And so here is Dallas. They trail by 9 points. Outside, Ball. Now, man, he has yet to score, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, the tight window that Trey Mann had to create from, that's a big-time bucket, folks. He made it look easier than it is.
Inside. And the foul called on Cooper Flag. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Kessler.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a tall, wily guy who forces you to take tough shots.
Out to the wing. Washington with this screen on George. Ball finds Washington. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's George for 3. A rebound by Washington.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Ball against George. Washington. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
The Jazz have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Well, Keontae George, guys, a talented backcourt guy. He can create off the dribble. He can make snappy passes. Everything you want in a combo guard.
Jazz leading by 8. And the foul called on Cooper Flag. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Now that's foul number 2, and he's got to avoid another this half if he wants to stay on the floor.
George against Ball. Pass to Hendricks. Right side George. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Miscue there. Hadn't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
Bangs home the trifecta. Mann's got 5 points in the quarter.
Trey Mann knows how dangerous he can be shooting the basketball. Nice three-pointer there.
The Jazz again can't hit it. Mavericks trail by 5. From the stripe. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hendricks. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, when he's not beating you with the shot, George can absolutely beat you with the pass.
For Utah, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Mavericks making a switch here. Green's checked in.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. The West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here and check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You look at Dallas, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And of course, there's the Jazz. Just need to take it a game at a time. Now, here's Ball. He's got 6. In the corner, it's Flag. His three-pointers off the mark. Jazz leading by 8. Here's Hendricks. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The Jazz have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Flag. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's George. He has 5. Pass to Markkanen. And the rejection by Giannis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Walker Kessler. Here's Filipowski. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Flag. George with the steal. Here's Collier, defended by Mann. Here's Collier. 12 points for him. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Averaging about 27 points a game, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Ball, the pass to Antetokounmpo. No good with the layup. Jazz leading by 9. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. No good from outside. Giannis up top. Defended by Filipowski. And he gets it to go.
And no one in the league does it better. Giannis feeling the contact there, almost using that to propel himself for the finish.
Here's Filipowski. Here's Nurkic. Misses off the right iron. Mavericks have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Mann. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Utah shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Here's Sensabaugh. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Outside, Green. Lets it go with a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight. Jazz leading by 4. Outside, George. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. Back to Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's George. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from Ball.
High scoring hasn't been what we're accustomed to, but as a team, they have been able to find success.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Williams, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Rollins comes in for Ball. Free throw drops for Green. Now, here is George. He's got 5. Pass to Rollins. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Utah leading. Outside, George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 7 points in the game.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Giannis with it. 35 points for him last game against Denver.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team.
Giannis!
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now, here's George. Jazz passing it around. 5 to shoot. Shot, high post. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. On Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Against contact, Giannis Antetokounmpo forces it through.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Antetokounmpo's gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actually. George against Williams. George double teamed. Pass to Sensabaugh. Out to the right wing. Offline with his 3. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 16-4 run. And the slam by Williams.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Sensabaugh. Now here is George. He's guarded by Williams. Outside, George. The Jazz with another miss.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Outside, Williams. Over George. George with the defensive effort.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 7 points in the game.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
34 seconds left here in the second. Stolen away. It's tipped. To the inside. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Giannis against Nurkic. Antetokounmpo, no good. Williams against George. Out to the right wing. Now, Filipowski. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Utah out in front, up 5-1. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with P.J. Washington. P.J., what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. All right, next, let's look at some of the possible entrants into this year's dunk contest.
High flyers, every single one. But the truth is, creativity is the special sauce.
And voters can't really judge that without knowing what they're going to see. Competition-level dunks are kept secret. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.